Mr. Krabs, are you okay? I heard a wow! A pie! It's from Squidward. To SpongeBob. Well, here you go. And that's what happened. $25, a bomb, in the Krusty Krab. That's where you left it. It's not there. Hey, guys. Thanks for the pie, Squidward. La 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 la. You had to kill him. The boy cries you a sweater of tears, and you kill him. How are you gonna live with yourself? Kill him? Here's your order, sir. Thanks. Boom. No, we've got to call the hospital. Won't do any good. I've seen this before. When that pie goes up to bat, hits the lower intestine, boom. You've seen this before? 11 times, as a matter of fact. Yes, hello, doctor. Hospital. It won't do any good. 11 times. Oh, he's a goner. How do we tell him? Don't tell him. That'll only make him feel worse. The way I see it, he's only got till sunset. Why ruin his last day on Earth? The lad deserves to enjoy his final hours. You're right, Mr. Krabs. I'm gonna make SpongeBob's final hours the best he's ever had. And this time, there's gonna be love. So much, he's gonna drown in it. Drown in it! Note to self, watch out for Squidward.
What a good quote. And so, it was so weird. 11 times, actually. Calls the hospital. The writers of that show are just...
I haven't really watched any of the new seasons of SpongeBob, but those... it's kind of like The Simpsons, where those classic episodes are just
iconic,
masterfully written, and Yeah.
So if you did not catch where that quote was from, that is obviously, if you didn't get it, obviously, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, whoops.
The
Dying for pie.
The pie episode.
Wow, it feels like something just hit my lower intestine.
Boom.
Oh my gosh. You, me, and this brick wall you built between us. Anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That episode 53. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner. We've got KT in this corner. Oh.
I'm KT.
Oh. And I'm Ileana, your host, and we are siblings who love to share and talk about nerdy things and decided to share it all with you people on the internet. So here we are, and you're listening. So great. We've got quite a show for you, just, as usual. A show for you. As usual.
Wow.
As usual. Well, I say the same thing every time. We've got quite a show for you. We've got quite a show for you.
Drown in it.
The show for you. First in the news, we'll be talking about Tom Cruise's new movie that he's wanting to create. This one's gonna be an interesting one. Greg Daniels' reboot of King of the Hill. I'm saying it right. Idris Elba.
Idris, I guess.
Idris.
I thought it was Idris. I don't know. Next James Bond, perhaps. And then Pete Dinklage, upset with Disney's live-action Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. And then, do any of you guys have a segment? I don't have one.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I do have a quick one I could throw in there. Maybe. Yeah, I'll throw that one in there real
Throw
fast.
it in.
I'll throw it in.
No one's looking.
And then in the chunk today, we're going to be talking about our favorite musicals. We'll have a top 10 favorite musicals, and that's the show for you guys this week. So thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you guys next week. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Anyways, first on the show, Doc, we've got Tom Cruise making an actual movie in real life, outer space. And the studio involved wants to make an actual studio in outer space.
This gives a whole new meaning to pigs in space.
Oh, classic.
When I read that in the show doc, I think Brian wrote it this week. I was like, no, like actually,
So-
what the heck?
So right now, Tom Cruise, whenever they finally do release, like, Top Gun 2, that was supposed to come out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're ever going to come out. Mission Impossible 7 and 8 keep getting delayed because of COVID and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, whenever those films get done, Tom Cruise is blasting off to space to make a movie filmed in actual in space. I don't know how deep they're going, if they're going out past the stratosphere, you know.
I
Then
think
yeah,
that's insane.
and then the studio wants to build, I'm guessing, like a space station, like the International Space Station, but
There-
a movie studio in space.
There's
Like-
so much risk in that I can't even fathom it.
See, I was thinking you're more on the worried side. I'm more like, who else can they take with them? I'm thinking John Travolta, Rosie O'Donnell, some other folks. You know, like how many people are we talking
Robert
here?
Downey Jr. is gonna be up there.
Why you gotta
Well,
be like that?
William
I'm
Shatner, he's gonna be there too. He's already
He
been.
already went, yeah.
So why not? He's used to it
Wait a
now.
minute. I'm just all right. Here's my point. This is why, because you guys are going way off. Okay, listen, we're talking about spending billions of dollars.
That's what I was thinking too.
on a
My initial
space
thought-
station in space.
My initial thought was people
know?
with too much time on their hands and too much money in their pockets. They're like, oh, just sitting around drinking mimosas or something. You're like, oh, so what should our next big move be? Oh, I don't think we've done that before. Outer space.
Should we end world hunger? No, of course not.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
exactly.
should
That's my point.
Should we be?
you know?
Should we provide drinking water for third world countries? Absolutely not.
Or Flint,
Should-
Michigan for all places.
yeah, jeez Louise. Should we provide wells for parched countries? Absolutely not. That's abysmal. Oh, shall we go to space then? Possibly shoot a movie while we're up there. Just throw up a whole studio.
Give this man
My
a raise.
God, you've got it.
No, it is insane. Once again, people with too much time on their hands and
Ugh.
too much money in their
And,
pockets.
I mean, and then I don't want to be like one of those people that are like, oh, but you're destroying creativity. And these people have money; they can do whatever they want. Look, they can do whatever they want with their money, and I'm not here to stand against
it's
creativity
just
and
absurd.
innovation and all this and that. But I mean, are we really at the point where regular movies filmed here on Earth don't do us anything at all? You know, like
Well, have you
Like,
seen
if
the
they make-
trailer
look,
for? Have
like,
you seen
if
the
they
trailer
make
for the
Harry
new
Po-
Ice Age?
Oh my gosh.
oh gosh. But like, think about it. Like, they're gonna make a new Harry Potter movie eventually one day. You know, like, isn't that sufficient for you? Like, to have like a new Harry Potter? Does it have to be like Harry Potter in space or something? You know,
Quidditch.
Kind of interested in
I
that.
mean, we
In
already have Star Wars
spacesuits.
movies. Do we actually have to have a Star Wars movie? What if we made a Star Wars movie in space? You know, at what point is? Oh, what if we did Star Trek in space? Hey, remember that old TV show Babylon 5? What if we made Babylon 5 in space? You know, I don't know.
No,
What point are
I
we
think
just-
it's absurd. I think it's, going past the point of
We're already killing the ozone layer. Let's bore more holes into the atmosphere.
I think it
Wait.
is ridiculous. But write in the comments down what you think. Is space cool or is it lame?
I can see it now. It's Pirates of the Caribbean 6, Pirates of the Galaxy.
Oh God!
Oh my gosh, and it's gonna have Chris Pratt in it.
Wait. Check this really quick. All right. So here's the thing. So imagine that they get this off the ground. They got $10 billion to build a nice
much money.
big Elstree Pinewood Studios size movie set in space. I mean, you can walk out your back door and look up in the sky and see it right next to the moon. You know, I mean, it's got lights like filming now, you know, the new movie. And so anyways, they're filming this. They're about to, I mean, this is your new movie. This is a script. Get this man a script. Okay, here we go. So coming to a theater near you, The studio was about to be born in space when all of a sudden calamity ensued. Oh no, the movie space station is exploding! What are we gonna do? We got to get out of here! Head for the choppers!
Why is this reminding me of the
bridge
Chicken
is
Little
out!
movie? Like the
Oh my
movie
gosh,
within
yeah.
Chicken Little?
I told you!
Yeah.
I told you the dam was gonna explode, but you paid no attention! This blood is on... The blood of Tom Hanks is on you!
When you were saying damn you, I thought you meant damn you. Huh? But no, see,
So-
what I'm thinking is...
And then Michael Bay comes, it's like, man, we need some explosions here for the space station.
J.J. Abrams
Just-
is there too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
So
All
they,
of it.
they build...
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay,
No,
they
you
build the-
go.
They build the space station. Their little like place of land, I guess, is the moon. And you know what the two buildings that are gonna go on the moon will be? The first two buildings: a McDonald's and a Dollar General.
And a Starbucks.
Starbucks.
No, okay, this is what I was thinking. Brian, do you remember driving at night on 400 and seeing the movies 400 beams going across the sky?
Yeah.
The spotlights, that's what we're going to see from outer space.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
they're
these
like,
two beams.
why are we still awake? I have insomnia because the light from the space station
The
is
movie
keeping
space
me
station.
awake. And then all of America hangs in the balance. Thoughts and prayers as the space state, as the crew of the movie theater space station, the studio are in the balance. Michael Bay's got like American flags in slow motion and everything, and
jeez.
you know, the people in Mecca are praying and bowing.
see-
The Buddhist guy is like, all we ask now is that for those 6 brave souls making Hollywood's next blockbuster will survive.
No, and all you see every day on the news, okay, well, never mind. It's not a movie theater, but that would be the next step after the space station movie studio is a space station movie theater, and every like week you see on the news, in Florida they've got a shuttle. All right, the popcorn delivery truck. Here we go.
Coming live from Chinese theater on the moon, we've got the premiere of Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible 12, starring Tom Cruise, this time running in space.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Alec Baldwin
No.
running from the law.
No. Yeah.
Duck!
Dang.
Slow motion!
Deep cut, Alec Baldwin.
Oh god.
Oh man, that's a whole
Okay.
drama within itself.
Woo, Lord.
Anyways, moving away from that, what a tangent. No, it is just absurd. I hope that doesn't actually happen. I think that's ridiculous.
I'm all for it.
No.
Let's do it. I want to
No.
see how psycho these people
It's
can get.
so. Do you know how much money these people have to be?
Psychos.
No, I can't. All right. Greg Daniels confirms reboot of King of the Hill anime. This just sounds so boring compared to what we just talked about. King of the Hill reboot animated.
Who cares? Who cares?
They're putting a movie studio in space.
And you're talking about King of the Hill reboot?
Oh my gosh. No, but that is exciting. So, what do they mean animated? Like, is it 3D animated or still 2D?
No, it's just like how they reboot everything and do it in live. So it'll be King of the Hill, which is set in the now time.
Okay.
So everybody will have cell phones and talking about turn down for what, and all that kind of stuff. And
Bobby is actually like a grown up now. Not a
no,
child.
Bobby will still be Bobby at 12 years old, still chunky, and Katie, you can do a good Bobby impression, can't you?
That's my purse.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
So it'll be King of the Hill set in like the Me Too movement and all that, and
Oh Lord.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's gonna be really sad without Frick. Her name just escaped.
Brittany
me.
Murphy.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Who was
Yeah.
that? Was that?
She was Luann.
Oh yeah.
The,
Okay.
The cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was.
Uncle
she
Hank.
was great.
No, Katie does that one better.
And Peggy, I was wondering if I could borrow just a couple dollars. I gotta go and Lucky and I are gonna go down and have a good time tonight. I just need just a few Okay, Luann, how much money we talking? Maybe about $50. $50? Luann, why don't you get a job? But Uncle Hank, I'm working as a hairdresser. You know, I have to go to school to get my certification. Luann, doing hair is not a job. It is a service. Ask your Aunt Peggy.
Oh my gosh. Where did you pull that out of?
I just
my
literally
gosh.
made that up.
And then yeah, it's like, Hank, you're part of the reason that America's really messed up, you white pig. You man, you white pig man.
Dale, get over here so I can kick your ass.
Whoa!
You got two choices. Either you shut your mouth or I kick your ass.
So are they gonna have what's the Indian guy's name?
He's not Indian. He's
Native
from
American.
Laos.
Goodness.
Wait, you're thinking John Redcorn.
Yeah,
John
is that
Redcorn.
Yeah.
allowed nowadays?
Yeah, they actually do a really good job.
Well, they were fine with John Redcorn. They were all good with that.
Okay.
You
The-
just
the
can't
I'm
say
like,
problem-
Indian.
nowadays that's a very sensitive thing, and like I get it, but I'm like, okay.
The problem that people had with John Redcorn is that he himself was not a very good person.
Okay.
But it had nothing to do with him being Native American.
Okay.
It was how he was with
He was like sleeping with all the ladies.
Oh.
yeah, and saying that
Yeah.
I have to offer services. I'm gonna get a massage today, Shug. I'll see you later. And then they hop in the Jeep and just okay, see you tonight. That John Redcorn is a saint.
Oh my gosh. So that'd be exciting. Already the way like you're talking about it, I'm like, man, that really was a good show.
I think now, in a more modern time, because here's the thing with these shows, a lot of them after a while they get stale.
Yeah.
But then when they come back, maybe they just have more fresh content, because you can only, that's the thing with like a lot of these shows like Simpsons, you can only do so much. Family Guy, after a while the material gets tired and old, and maybe it's good to take like a 5-6 year breather and then come back, and then you got new stuff.
And it would be exciting to see a man like Hank Hill try to live in 2022.
Whoa.
You know, I don't know what a dang JPEG is. I just want a god dang hot dog.
DoorDash, just go down to the daggum mart and just buy some hamburger meat. What's so hard about that? Well, Dad, you just gotta get with the times.
Oh my god.
I don't need a daggum cell phone to tell me what to do, Bobby. Get in the truck. We're
All
going to
right.
the Megalomart.
I'm looking forward to it now. Do you know what streaming service it'll be on?
Probably Hulu. It's probably it'd probably be one. It was, the show originally aired on Fox, and that was Disney. It now owns Fox, and they own Hulu. So my guess it'd be a product of Hulu.
You think it would be on Disney Plus at all?
No, because Disney owns Hulu, and so all
So they'll
that
just put
stuff
everything-
they put it all to Hulu now.
Gotcha.
You know,
All right.
Disney owns the corporation. They own ESPN, Hulu. So all that more adult content or stuff from Fox, 20th Century Fox, they'll throw on Hulu, and that's how they do that part of the streaming.
Well, guess what? Bump
Don't
that.
say-
We'll
no.
be there to report when King of the Hill comes back. With J.
All right, now I really wanted to get into this next subject, especially since
I saw-
Ileana saw the last previous James Bond film. Spoilers. I think we're going to talk a little spoilers.
Yes.
Katie,
spoilies.
sorry. Yeah, if you didn't
I
see it.
don't care.
Spoilies.
Okay.
James Bond died in the last movie, so where Daniel Craig is dead, and it made me cry, and it was a magical moment.
And I hated it.
Rami
I
Malek
was so
Was
disappointed.
evil. I love Rami Malek. I did not care for his character too much in that movie, though. Anyways,
I did not like the newest James Bond film.
so
Go on record.
Daniel Craig we're out. He's done being James Bond, so now it's time for a new James Bond. And now we have a new take. Idris Idris Elba. Okay,
You're
what
right.
has he been in? I know the name, but I don't know what.
Whoa!
Honestly,
Are you serious?
No, for real.
He is so daggum handsome.
I
Oh
saw
my
what he looked like, but I was like, I
gosh.
can't pinpoint anything
No,
he's been in.
if you heard his voice, you would be able to pinpoint him.
Idris Elba is literally one of the sexiest men alive.
So
Truly.
so he's James Bond.
Look,
perfect.
really quick. American Gangster, Prometheus. He was Heimdall in the Thor movies. Pacific Rim, Beast of No Nation, Molly's Game. He played Shere Khan in the Jungle Book one, the Disney one. Star Trek Beyond, Suicide Squad. The guy is in. He's just made for movies. He's a star.
He was in Cats.
He was in Cats.
You know, I don't know
wait,
why...
before you say that, you named all of those movies that I've heard before. I've never seen a single one. I just looked
What
back
the
at
heck
his.
are you doing,
I just
man?
looked at his movies and TV shows. The only one I've
Daddy's
seen,
Little Girls.
Wait,
he was in The Office. Okay, he played
the
Charles.
only one that I have seen that he's been in was Zootopia, and he played Chief Bogo.
Yes.
You didn't see any of the Thor
No.
movies? Any of them?
I saw Ragnarok. That was it.
He was in Ragnarok.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he was.
What?
Sorry.
Anyway, I don't know why it's taken this
He played one of the
long.
seals in Finding Dory.
Yeah, he
I've
did.
seen it
off,
once.
Off. I don't know why it's taken this long to strongly, seriously consider him for James Bond. I thought that after Skyfall, that was going to be it. I thought Skyfall was it for what's his face?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. And I thought for sure, oh, okay. After
Well, that was only the
this,
second
then-
movie of his, wasn't it?
No, he did Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and then Skyfall. Skyfall was
Okay, so
probably
it's
the
just
most
number 3.
successful.
Well,
So
you say just number 3, but that's enough. That's more than enough.
Dan Craig did 5 Bond films in total,
Yeah.
which is
So-
about average for
Yeah,
a James
so
Bond
it's
actor.
like after Skyfall, I thought for sure, okay, it's time for. He doesn't even want to do this anymore. Daniel Craig and it said that he didn't want to do it anymore, and they were actually actively looking for the next James Bond. And I thought, oh, Idris Elba would be great for this. I thought it's perfect. I wanted it. I was like, he's my number 1 pick. And then they're like, oh, all of a sudden he's back. Daniel Craig is back. It's like, why? Why? Skyfall would have been a perfect end to this legacy for Daniel Craig's Bond, but nope, they had to keep it going, and
It was better.
that
No,
is debatable.
man, we gotta, once Katie sees the final James Bond movie, we can discuss the ramifications of the final film. Anyways,
He made a
but
sacrifice.
look, I am all on board Idris Elba as the new James Bond. I think he will be spectacular. The man has charm, like just coming out of his pores. Okay, he's just so cool and lean and cool for the part. My only problem is he's already pushing 50, I think. He's a real kind
really?
of old for the role. So I'm kind of bummed that he may not have the longevity that a lot of these guys might have had.
My butt.
People like salt and pepper look nowadays.
Oh, he is fine.
They age
that is
like
a
fine
fine
wine,
man.
is what they say.
And I think it'll really hit the, at least 35 and up crew.
To get back
And
into
that's-
James Bond.
Yeah, and that's really, if I had to guess, that's kind of the demographic that they're aiming for. Because
But,
I
is
think-
he able to
20-year-olds aren't
keep
gonna
up
go
with
see
the
James
action
Bond.
that James Bond usually
Oh, yeah.
goes through?
He could do it.
I think so.
Listen, if Harrison Ford can do it, Idris Elba can do it.
Well, has he
But
been on
here's the
anything
thing.
like that before?
Yeah,
does action movies.
He did one of the Fast and Furious one, the Hobbs and Shaw one.
Okay.
And he was like Black Superman. That's what was his joke in that.
Because, like, you look at all the stuff that Daniel Craig did, all of those acrobatics pretty much, and it was like, that's insane. So to have that type of stamina at 50 is going to be a lot.
But here's the thing. I think that Idris, he's probably good for 2 James Bond films.
Okay.
That's it. Because for one thing, making a James Bond movie in this day and age, especially in I don't know if it's even post-COVID, it's still a difficult task. It's monumental. These movies are $200 million movies just for production, $100 million in, marketing. These movies they take like 2 years to make. They're long projects. If you look at the distance between each of the James Bond films, Skyfall came out in 2012. It took like 3 years later for Spectre to come out. And then after it finally got released, No Time to Die in 2020, and that was supposed to come out in 2019, but that's still, there's a lot of time between each of these films. So I'm guessing if they do sign him, or unless they go somebody younger, or if they go really out there and cast like a woman as James Bond, I see Idris Elba in 2 James Bond pictures. That's my say.
That's
Jamie.
that's
Jamie
enough
Bond.
Ew, Jamie Bond. Jamie
Oh,
Bond.
and then would you talk about that last week about how your guys' Tom Holland pitched the young James Bond?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we mentioned that last week. So glad they're not doing that.
No.
Good,
Sorry,
good
Tom.
call. Good call. Because that would have been poop.
No, thank you. Not interested. Like how he started in the British government, or not government, but the whatever. Is it CIA?
Secret Service?
I don't know.
Use
Whatever.
your
MI6?
words.
Yeah. No, I would not want to watch that. It'd be boring, I think.
Hi, I'm Tom Holland, and I'm going to be the next James Bond.
Why does he
Oh.
sound like my name is John Lennon?
Sorry, Hi, everyone. This is Tom
that's-
Holland.
That's more accurate.
This is Tom Holland, and I'm on the set of a new James Bond film. It's James Bond, starring me, Tom Holland. Yay!
What if they made it
Let's
Jake
shoot an action
Gyllenhaal?
film. No.
Jake
I wouldn't
Gyllenhaal.
like that. I wouldn't like
New
it.
Bond.
Jake, no, he's American. He's too American. There's no
Yeah.
way. You gotta cast somebody British.
Gotta
Absolutely.
be British.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right, next story.
Okay. Your boy, Pete Dinklage, upset with Disney's, and I can understand this, new live-action Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Why is there a new one? Tell me why.
Because that's what Disney does. Bro.
There's already been so many different adaptations. He was in one, for goodness sake. He was
Was
in
he?
the, what was that one? With, what's her face? Oh my gosh. What's the girl's name? She's in Emily in Paris. She's got big eyebrows.
Lily Collins.
Yeah, Lily Collins. He was in that one. That was
Oh.
Snow White and the Huntsman.
No, that's the one with
That
Kirsten
weird girl. That's not
Stewart.
Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, what was the other
Kirsten-
one?
Stewart.
Kristen Stewart, yeah.
Whatever. There's exactly my point. There's too many of them. Why are we making another Snow White film?
Because they got
I like
Rachel
those.
Ziegler of West Side Story gonna be Snow White, the new West Side Story, and it's directed by Mark Webb, who directed the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man
Ugh.
movies, and featuring Gal Gadot as the evil queen.
I was okay with that when I read that. I was
Why?
fine with that.
I love Gal Gadot. She is not evil in any
But she would play
capacity.
that role so well. Think
sure,
of
because she's
her
Gal
looking
Gadot,
kind
but
of like
no.
Angelina Jolie was in Maleficent. I could kind of see like that whole
Yeah, but
going
Maleficent
on.
was the good guy, though, right?
well in that film, but like she still looked evil. She didn't look like a good guy.
I don't know. It's...
So kind of
I don't know.
like looking at Gal's
But-
face
But-
and
But we're,
anyway,
we're getting
to-
away from the point.
The point is that Mr. Dinklage is upset. He feels that the movie's gonna bring back, dwarf stuff. And
Well,
I-
and
you know.
here's what I read actually. The idea, this is just a broad take on it, but what I read briefly is that they're planning on having the seven dwarves like live in a cave. A literal cave.
what?
Yeah. Let me
because they're
let me
ostracized by society.
But they had a house.
Yes. So what he's saying is, This is Peter Dinklage quote. Take a step back and look at what you're doing there. It makes no sense to me. You're progressive in one way, and you're still making that beep freaking backwards story about 7 dwarves living in a cave together. What the F are you doing, man?
Oh.
Yes. And then he said, have I done nothing to advance the cause from my soapbox? I guess I'm not loud enough. Goodness. Also,
so what is he saying is that dwarves they shouldn't just be the side characters, they need to be more a focus of the story, or
well,
just
I think
that...
don't shove them in a cave like that. Like, they're not animals or something, you know? They're humans, they're civilized. They don't need to be in a cave. Like,
they don't need to be represented
bats.
as like freaks or anything.
Right,
like
exactly.
That.
There's also a spokesperson says, quote, to avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film, we are taking a different approach with these 7 characters and have been consulting with members of the dwarfism community. We look forward to sharing more as the film heads into production after a lengthy development period. I don't know. I think I'm with Dinklage on this one.
Right.
He does conclude with saying, you do have to make a living. I do not fault anyone else who makes choices to play characters they wish they hadn't, because at the end of the day, none of us are happy with our jobs all the time. So I guess he's talking about the people that may be cast as these 7
accept
dwarves.
the role or whatever.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just don't do it. That is playing with fire. That is inviting potential calamity into your big company. You don't need that.
It can be done right though.
But there's no need for them to be living in a cave, though. That's not how they work. They had a house.
Listen, that you're making it. I mean, that's like saying that, little people don't exist. They do. They exist. And they're real people with feelings and characters. So I think what he's saying is make sure that you're not making these dwarves look like trolls or, creepy little men living in shacks,
You know who did it right was actually Once Upon a Time on ABC. They did a really good job. They made them have very strong characters. Like the 7 dwarves, they were there. And they weren't called the 7 dwarves. They had names, and they had legitimate character to them and story arcs, and they were tough, and, they were strong. So, if they did it that way, I don't see a problem with it. But still, it's like,
look, like Pete Dinklage, he did Game of Thrones, and he played Tyrion Lannister, and that was one of the great characters of that show. And kudos to Peter Dinklage, because he did an outstanding job bringing a lot of, depth to that character. It was more than just this guy's a dwarf and he's just a little guy. No, there was a lot more, depth to that character, and that's all to him. I'm really glad that he's saying, listen, here you do have an opportunity to make this work, but do it smart. Don't dumb it down. Don't take us back to the Stone Age, with especially in regards to people of different stature.
Yes.
Well spoken. Hands off. I don't really have anything more to put other than I hate the fact that they're making a new Snow White film. Why are they not making anything else like Pocahontas live action? Why are they not making Hunchback of Notre Dame live action?
Pocahontas is even more dicey than the dwarves.
Yeah. Okay, but it still exists. It is under their, it's in their shelves. Okay,
and you know what?
Make it right. Then.
I mean, if you're going to that, I've heard so many people talking about the Pocahontas movie and how disrespectful that is to the
Disney
Native
can
American.
redeem themselves by making a correct one. Speak with people of the Native American community, make a good story. I don't know.
Because then Pocahontas would be like 9 years old and John Smith would be like 40.
Well, what they could do is just completely take out John Smith, because he is irrelevant anyway. Make Pocahontas 9 years old. Make it really cool. Make it way cool.
So maybe not even Pocahontas. Can we see
Hunchback?
Hunchback of Notre Dame, who is another disabled or whatever different looking person. That
They're
could
talking
be...
about that. The Josh Gad has been attached to that forever.
No.
Oh man.
No.
Or Peter Pan live action. Have you done?
Can't
No,
do Peter
they've already
Pan.
done Peter Pan. They've
Can't
already
do
done
Peter Pan either.
When?
They did Peter Pan it wasn't Disney, but they did it in 2003.
And
Right?
that
Around
one,
time, it was really good.
and they messed,
so
they messed that one up too
I liked
because
it.
they had Tiger Lily played by a white person.
They have
Oh,
done
wow.
Snow White like 8 times. Okay, they can do another Peter Pan and make it good. Okay, redeem yourself.
No,
But
Peter
no,
Pan
no.
can't be done anymore. It's kind of overdone.
Like they've done 101 Dalmatians already now 2 times. Okay, 101 Dalmatians. Who cares about that movie?
We're up to
Nobody talks about that
202
movie.
Dalmatians.
So they can take a much more interesting movie in their collection and
Fox
make it
and the
live
Hound.
action. Fox and the Hound. Sure.
Yeah, but I mean, then they
Home
say
on
it's
the
live
Range.
action, but it's not really live
Ew.
action. It's
Home on the
CGI.
Wait,
Home on the Range live action.
whatever they do, their next live action film, I want it in space.
Oh my.
Do it in
Princess
space.
and the Frog live action. Why is that
space.
not a thing?
I've been wanting
And
that
it's
one for
barely been
years.
around yet. It's not even
So?
been like 10 years for that
2009.
Yes,
movie.
it has. It came out in 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Yes, The Princess and the Frog came out in 2009.
No, I mean that's good. I thought it came out like 2012 or something like
No,
that.
2009. They could have
No.
Tangled live action, Frozen live action, literally anything. But now they're making another Snow White. No one
You know
wants
what-
to see Snow
You know,
White again.
listen to me. Hear me for a sec. Hear me out. Okay, here we go. What if we actually did an Emperor's New Groove
Yes.
live action?
Yes.
And you actually, but here's the thing. If you,
You
did have
kidnapped me.
John Goodman as Pacha,
Yes.
and
I'm all for it.
oh shoot, what the heck
What's
is his
his
name?
What's his name?
David Spade. David
yeah.
Spade as
Cusco.
Cusco.
Eartha Kitt as what's her name?
She's still cooking?
I think she is. Eartha
Oh
Kitt.
my
I don't
gosh.
think-
And
I don't
then
think-
all the old jokes would totally nail
Oh,
it
so-
because
Who was Yzma?
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, yeah.
Yeah, she is still. Yeah, she died. Oh my gosh, in 2008. No.
Darn.
No.
Dang. Yeah,
I
so
didn't know it's been.
dig up the old bag of bones and let's bring her out.
Wait, I
But
should
here's
do
the thing. Could you do that movie with David Spade, even though it's set in Peru? Am I right?
I think Peru, right?
Yeah.
Maybe because of
With-
the film, you could get away with it.
You know, and he's like, "Oh, we got David Spade as Cusco,
You
but everybody
kidnapped
else,
me.
Latino, Latino."
I love his voice as Cusco. You turned me into a llama.
We kidnapped this white man, and now he's our king, the emperor.
Does that work? Is everybody fine with that?
Oh
Yes?
my gosh.
Okay.
So
Oh my
good.
god. Oh my god.
All right.
Or even Atlantis live action. Or
Yeah.
since we're freaking going to space, Treasure Planet maybe live
Treasure
action.
Planet. Anything but literally Snow White.
Please. Oh
Golly.
my gosh, I'm done. All right, so Buck's over. I'm not even going to talk about our segment because we actually have to move on. I'll maybe move that to next week. All right, we're in the chunk zone. The chunk zone. All right, we're doing ranking of favorite musicals. I asked if I could go first this time because you guys always go first, so I wanted to shake it up a little bit.
Then do it.
Okay, my first pick. Are we going to be starting from top to bottom, or how's this going?
I just have a random.
Is it least
pick. I'm gonna
favorite
go
or
random.
favorite first?
Go your favorite first.
Okay, first favorite, Les Mis.
Okay, cool.
Which
Uh,
version?
The 2012 one. That's with
Hugh
Hugh
Jackface?
Jackman. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Hugh
Okay.
Jackman, Anne Hathaway, all the other lovely people. What's his name? What's Javert?
I am
Who plays Javert?
That's Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Ugh. Don't really like Russell Crowe, but um
They had to like squeeze him into his costume. He looked like he had a couple too many cheeseburgers.
didn't we all? Anyways, that one is my favorite. I remember watching that in theaters when it came out, and I cried 4 separate times watching it. It was beautiful. And I made this point to Hunter while I was trying to think about the ones that I liked, the musicals I liked. I am not a musical person. I don't really like musicals. I get bored. I hate when they randomly burst out into song, and it's just like, what? Why are we all of a sudden singing? I hate that type of thing. But with Les Mis, it is different because the entire thing is singing. There never is like a breakout of song. Literally, the dialogue is just sung. It's all to a tune. It's all to a melody, whatever. So all of the dialogue they're having with characters, there's just a tune with it. There's just a melody, whatever. So it's all there's no breaking out into song like, oh, this thing happened to me and now they're talking over there, but I'm walking this way and I must break out into a song. I hate, despise that type of thing. So
Kid.
It's so annoying. I can't stand it. So, I mean, there are people who love it. Good on you. It's not my thing. So that's where Les Mis came in as being, the whole thing was music and it worked and I loved it. Beautifully directed, shot, acted, sang. That's it. Who's going next? Brian?
Really quick for Les Mis, when we saw it, I don't think I was there too. I don't think I ever stopped crying. Like from look down, like the very first song to all the way to do you hear the people sing? Like,
well, even like I cried for Anne Hathaway's song,
of course,
and then I cried when the red, the blood of angry men, and they all died pretty much, and then the song
empty
where
chairs and empty tables.
Yep, the song where Hugh Jackman finally is with everyone again in heaven.
Yeah, the very end.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And people gave Anne Hathaway crap for winning her Oscar.
That was amazing.
What?
It was amazing.
They did. People gave Anne Hathaway crap because they thought that just overall she was just an annoying person.
No.
Yeah, and I'm
Wrong.
like, wait, but she's a beautiful person. She got a lot of hate mail. Look it up. She got hate mail from people. Right?
Why?
And I'm like,
I don't understand.
She lost like 20 pounds when she's already
cut her own hair for it.
It was filmed. That is her genuine reaction, and she was traumatized for months after that.
It was amazing.
Yes,
amazing.
And her performance, it just speaks for itself.
Oh, it made me tear up so I bawled watching that scene.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it because it'll just upset me. Brian, you're next.
Am I next then?
Yes.
Okay. Mine is an easy pick. I think it's simply the greatest movie ever made, period. Doesn't matter the genre. Anybody can watch this movie. Any grandma, any homeboy can watch this movie and be entertained. The Wizard of Oz, to me, is the greatest movie musical of all time and the greatest movie of all time ever made.
Brian even acted in the play.
Oh, yeah. There's just not enough to say. The accolades, I could put this on for a 5-year-old kid right now who's never seen it, and I guarantee you they will be entertained and sit still for the 90 minutes of the movie. It's that good. It has a magic of its own. No CGI other than some ladies pantyhose as a tornado. That's it. That's the CGI of the movie right there. And people are like, wow, that tornado is scary. It's a great movie. It's an awesome musical, great songs, awesome characters. The greatest movie of all time, Wizard of Oz.
What do you mean pantyhose is a tornado? Like they use someone's... What do you mean?
Yeah, so when they were making that movie and you see the tornado, it's literally pantyhose in the background that they're just like twirling around to
Oh.
create the image of a tornado, and it works.
Wow.
It really
okay.
does.
That's interesting. I never knew that.
I didn't know that either. The more you know.
It's your turn, KT.
If I only had a brain.
All right, so this is not the greatest movie ever made, but it had an impact on me. I think about this movie literally all the time. 2001's Moulin Rouge.
Oh man, dang, it was such a good one.
Oh yeah,
Moulin
it's so
Rouge. That is a
So I
weird
saw-
film.
It's very
Awesome
weird, but
movie.
you have to look at it in context. And for the record, I saw that way too early in life, to really understand what it was about. Like, I got the surface level context, you know, but there's a lot of adult things in it. The beginning of the movie is chaotic and colorful, and like a really bad trip. But
It
there's
is
a point
so
to
chaotic.
Yeah, there's a point to that. Everything is very chaotic because everybody is just living in this chaos. But finally, when they learn to love each other, what real love is, things start to calm down a little bit, and they have a goal, and they're working towards something. And I'm starting to get ahead of myself. Moulin Rouge is about a guy who moves to Paris to be a writer, but he's never written anything. And so he moves in with these bohemians, and he takes a job writing for the Moulin Rouge. It's because of story plot. Now he's writing a play for the Moulin Rouge, and he's writing for this wealthy person, the Duke. And cast as the lead is the I'm gonna say the very famous girl, Satine. And so she's the most beautiful, famous girl. And they fall in love. And at first she's like, is this a joke? Like, I don't know what love is. And he's like, no, really, this is love. I've never felt it before. This is what it is. And they have this sort of forbidden thing. And it's a long, convoluted story. It is a love story. And the music is just great. Talking about the music, it's modern music, semi-modern music, set to how would you describe it, Brian? Like the style.
They're taking modern pop songs, like from the 80s and 70s, the Madonnas, the Stings, the U2s, all that, and they're just putting them in this 1910s bohemian Paris, like a whiz bang pop musical. That's what it is.
Yeah, and so it starts out as, oh, we're just drunk and we're writing and we're merry and that's how it is. We're living, this crazy life. But then they start to settle down and they have this clarity among them about what love really is and sacrifice. So really good. I think about it all the time. It's very, very colorful. Not for kids. Don't let the colors fool you. Not for kids. So that's Moulin Rouge. Ileana, your turn.
Alrighty. Remember how I said I hate when people break out into song?
Yeah.
Well, this one is the exception. Hamilton, the musical.
What? How dare you? Okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda is
my boy.
Is one of our guys here on Bump That, okay?
Yes.
He's one of your guys' guys. He's not mine.
I
You know
loved
what?
it.
How dare you? He is a gem.
So
Okay.
I think it was maybe like
Hey, I'm proud of you, Ileana, for this pick. This is a good
when
pick.
did this come out?
Oh my God.
Did Hamilton come out in like 2016?
That sounds about right. When it came in on Broadway, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Oh my gosh, I cannot remember. Okay, 2015. It was published 2015, probably got big in 2016, something like that. And everybody was on the hype train about it. Everybody was like, Hamilton, already knew all the songs, all the lyrics to it, and I was late. And I probably came in around 2019 is when I first listened to it for the first time and watched 2020, because they put it up on Disney Plus. I was like, you know what? I'll finally buy in. I'll get into it. Watched it, loved it. So, what is that called? I don't know what the word for it is, but it drew me in completely, and I was invested in it. I wanted to know what was going to happen. I know it's a history story. It's all factual, whatever. But I was like, what's going to happen? He made it like a modern day drama. And with all the music being rap and catchy and fun and whatever. And Lynn is just an amazing writer, as it is. I was getting down to it. I'm like, shots and I'm Alexander Hamilton. Yeah, whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm really into this. And so, I would throw it in the car and listen to it on the road. And I'm like, I don't ever listen to this type of music, and I hate musicals, but this one got me. The characters were amazing. All of the singers, the stage was a little bit not very exciting. I'll give it that. It was kind of bland, the stage, and it was like, oh, but it's a rotating stage, and there are parts that move and whatever, and I was like, it's a little bit lacking, but the acting, the music made up for it in the end. It's on Disney Plus. Go give it a watch, a listen, whatever. It is honestly great. I don't know what Katie's talking about.
When you actually look at it from a stage production point of view, the choreography is lacking. The color scheme is lacking.
Dude, we've heard all these criticisms over the years about Hamilton, and it's at this point it's baseless. It's still it's one of the greatest musicals ever made.
Wait, what do you mean colorless? Okay, have you ever
colorless.
seen Newsies before?
I don't like Newsies either.
Lacking a color. Color does not need to be there.
It's boring. Now, I will say this, the music, sure, I can get on board with that. Sounds good. It just doesn't do anything for me. And I'm not trying to be like biased or anything. It doesn't do anything.
The music flowed so well into the stories. The characters just pulled out these songs and it flowed and it was mellow and it was like, yes, this makes sense. And that's what I really was caught on by. Really grabbed me.
Grab me.
Yes. So that's what I've got to say about Hamilton. Disney Plus, go check it out.
Do you feel grabbed?
Oh, listeners? I was grabbed.
Hey, let's not do that. That's not cool.
No. Okay, I didn't mean that. Phrasing. All right, is it my turn?
No, it's Brian's.
It's mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is Brian's turn. I'm sorry.
Oh, and by the way, so we're doing our top 3, and then at number 10, we all have to come to a consensus on number 10. That's how that works. So we gotta kind of battle each other out to pick which one deserves to be in there the most.
Okay.
So with that being said, I'm gonna go with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder. Look, there's just something about this.
You don't like the Johnny Depp one? You're not picking Johnny Depp.
Oh
Look,
gosh,
I got no problems with the Johnny Depp one. I enjoy that movie, but at the end of the day, Gene Wilder and his version of Willy Wonka is far superior. All the music is great. All the songs are awesome. Even Cheer Up, Charlie. This one logging song that takes up like it's like 5 minutes, and this kid's just walking down dark alleys, like just hoping to get mugged. But no, still at the end of the day, I mean, the movie is just incredible. It was made in Germany, which people never really think of, but if you look at it, you see all these German buildings and rooftops, and it just makes a whole different view of the story. Honestly, if you really look at it, it's like not like your home, but
Brian's
it still feels
hometown.
like home. Yeah, maybe sort of, but
Germany?
I don't know. But it's Gene Wilder's terrific. Charlie Bucket, the kid that plays him, did a really wonderful job. Uncle Joe? Grandpa George.
Grandpa George.
No,
Joe.
Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe's great. Okay, I've got a golden
There is
ticket.
a Grandpa George.
Yeah, I know, but
Hugo.
nobody cares about that guy. He's just taking dumps in the bed, But look, when Grandpa Joe gets out of that bed and he almost smushes Charlie. And everybody gets so concerned when he almost lands on top of him. But he's like, look at me. Look at me. I haven't felt this way in 50 years. Like, dang, bro. But the point is, when he starts breaking into that song, I've got a golden ticket. There's something so profound and deep about that finally luck has turned my way. Like, I'm the luckiest son of a gun here now. And
that's not even the best song in my mind.
And it's not. I mean, there's so many great songs in the whole film. So who can make the sun rise? Triple it with dew. I don't know. All these the Candyman can.
That's a good one.
And anyway, but everything's just great. The movie is so charming, but it's a little bit twisted. It's a little twisted and like Roald Dahl, like all Roald Dahl stories should be. Gene Wilder is just phenomenal.
What does he say when he starts yelling at Charlie?
You get nothing.
Yeah.
Good day, sir.
How could you do this, you inhuman monster?
I said good day.
Oh, no, I think actually...
Wait. Mr. Wonka? My dear boy, you won!
I think this movie is so purely for children, but adults can enjoy it too as they grow older. Because when at that scene, if you're watching that as a kid, you're terrified. Like, why is this nice guy all of a sudden the man who might as well be Jesus, with his wonderful paradise of candy and heaven and goodness, all of a sudden turns his back on you and he's like, get the heck out of my factory, okay? And then that kills you in that scene as a kid watching that. And then if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Oh man, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is one of the all-time greats. I went on too long, I'm sorry.
No, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wish everyone had just heard what happened to me. Well, while Brian was going on his rant, Katie said, yes, you won! My headphones just started screaming at me and I had to rip them off my head. I was screaming, but I was muted. And Brian's just talking and I'm over here like... What a mess that was. Wow. Oh my gosh, I missed that. Jeez. But I did hear you talking about who could take a sunrise. No, mine is when you enter the chocolate room, the candy area with the chocolate waterfall, and he starts, kicking the little things and whatever on the ground. He starts singing and it's beautiful. That's my favorite part. Sorry, I'm still recovering from being screamed at in my ears. That was traumatizing.
Sorry.
Okay, let's kick it into high gear.
It was just like the sound just went fuzzy.
We gotta get through this.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I have my pick. I'm gonna see if Brian can get it. 5 words. Do you see the light?
Oh, you son of a gun, Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Brothers. I can't believe that. Dang, I thought that would come back to me. No, that's awesome. It's such a good pick.
He wanted to say it.
It is a good pick.
I wanted it. Damn.
Blues Brothers. Holy moly. So, this is one movie that just gets me pumped up. Wesley and I adore this movie. Just all the wonderful, just the hippest.
Chloe, too. Chloe,
hippest.
At the age of 6, loves this movie.
Yeah,
wow.
Just the hippest music ever in a movie. What can I even say about it? Just star-studded cast. Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, John Candy, Cab Calloway, Frank Oz, then you actually have real artists, Aretha Franklin,
James Brown.
Yeah, James Brown.
Yeah, James Brown, yeah.
Yeah, and then, oh my gosh, what's his name?
Ray Charles.
Yeah, Ray Charles. I almost said Jamie Foxx. I'm like, no, that's not right. Wrong Ray. Anyway, just the bangingest movie, hippest music. I love showing my kids at music school. I love showing them the clip of Aretha Franklin. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Oh, that's hip. That's so good, and I love the chase scene. You also have like these random cameos. Carrie Fisher. Like playing like the girlfriend or the ex-girlfriend. Just a hilarious movie. I know I'm not making any sense, but it's because this film is just crazy. 1980s crazy. Blues Brothers. Anything you want to add, Brian?
No, you said it all. It was, I mean, we could do a whole episode on that movie. It's fantastic.
I'd have to watch it first. I actually have never seen that movie.
Oh,
you both had the same reaction.
Hurry up, Ileana. It's your turn.
I'm too busy watching Hamilton.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you can't get mad at me for this next one. The next one's Sound of Music.
That was my other pick. Dang.
Ha.
Good,
Stolen.
Good.
So I watched this movie when I was maybe 9 for the first time, and it felt like it went on forever.
It is a long movie.
It felt like it was 4 hours, which it's definitely not, but it felt like, I'm like, I've been here all day watching this movie. But it was okay, because the cast is amazing. Every one of those Von Trapp children is great. Julie Andrews and whatever the main guy's name is, great.
Christopher Plummer, rest in peace. He
There we
died
go.
last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I do remember that. The whole beginning to end of Maria starting as a nun or a nun in the making. I don't know what she was trying to be, because she was not working as a nun. Nope. But she was in the Abbey, and she was, what do they call a flibbity-gibbet? Yeah, that's what she was.
A clown.
Trying to, be in the nun's way and whatever. It just wasn't her life, man. It wasn't working out. And then to be set in, what was that, 1930s? Like late 1930s or early 1940s?
Yeah, it's like pre-World War II, kid. Come on, bro.
Yeah, so maybe...
Seriously, there's
maybe,
Nazis everywhere, man.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Is it late
it was
1930s
probably-
or early 1940s?
No, it's
it was
like 39,
mid-
38.
Okay,
No,
thank
not
you.
not even. It was probably about 35, 36.
Oh, mid.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
because Hitler was beginning his regime in 35. They didn't invade Poland until September 1st, 1939.
Okay, so we're looking at mid 1930s. Excuse me. But story aside, the music in it fits well. Like, again, I said I really don't like musicals, and I hate when people break out into songs. It didn't feel like the characters broke out into songs. Maybe some of them they did, but other ones it felt like it just paused from dialogue and the character went and moved on somewhere else, and then music happened. So it felt like, this character just went around somewhere and then just started singing to themselves. It wasn't like, oh, everybody's over here and I'm singing in this room, like, while I'm looking at them. That type of stuff drives me crazy. So it felt organic. It felt natural for it to happen that way. And all the songs are wonderful. They're all hits, man. You can sing to any one of those. And we were singing the deer, or doe, a deer. Yeah, we were singing that in the car with Hunter and the boys, and that was really fun because they had never heard it before, and Hunter was blasting it, so that was really cute.
Aw, it's spit, man.
I can imagine it's like don't take this the wrong way, please. I can imagine it's like the Flanders family. No, a deer,
See,
female deer.
Hunter and I were
Take
like
it away,
that, but
Leo. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Leo, me, a name I call myself. Hunter, a long way to run.
No, it was more him and I just singing and the boys being like, what is this? We've never heard this before. We only listen to pop music. But it was a wholesome moment. But I would love to sit down and actually watch that movie with them and see how they enjoy it, because I think it is one movie for all ages. I watched it at a young-ish age, and I still enjoyed it, even though it felt like it was super long and a lot of the things went over my head. You know, you could sit there with a family member who is more educated or whatever, and they can tell you and inform you, oh, this is what's going on. This is based on history, blah, blah, blah. And they're just living it. So, was that filmed in Europe?
Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
So, that also gave, like, another authentic piece to it.
Oh,
Was
man.
it Austria?
Those hills are alive with the sound of music, bro.
Was it filmed in Austria?
I thought it was like Sweden.
I
Because
don't
they
know.
crossed over into Sweden, I think, because that's where they
safe.
can be safe.
Yeah, neutral land.
Or Switzerland, one of those
It was
neutral countries.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland?
They went to
Okay.
Switzerland.
So, I'm going to put Sound of Music.
All right,
Okay.
Brian.
Okay, final pick. And so here's the thing. I mean, I could have went like a serious musical film. And because there's a few that I do like out there. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with one that I've liked all my life. And just because it's animated doesn't mean anything. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite films of all time. And the music is groovy cool. And I'm going to go with The Jungle Book. Okay, the original.
Really?
Yes. Okay. Louis Prima and Phil Baker, I think was his name. The guys that played Baloo and Louie. Some of the best music ever made. Just such good, you can't help but tap your hands and clap your feet when you listen to Jungle Book.
Clap your feet.
He did that on
Are you,
purpose.
like-
Scratch that, reverse it. Anyways, the animated Jungle Book is just great. Love all the music. The Elephant March, Ka singing, Trust in Me. Just all of it. Orangutan, good time. Yeah, Jungle Book, man. You guys aren't on board, but that's fine. I don't care.
Here's another one. Never seen The Jungle Book.
Wait a minute.
I only saw the second one.
Whoa. You saw the second one before you've
Is that
seen
the one-
the original
With the girl, with the
Jungle
little
Book?
girl.
That's oh my gosh! I was gonna the one where they're actually like in the village.
Yeah, that's
Are
the
you
one I watched.
serious?
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
Sorry.
You
It's
know what?
on
I don't
Disney
believe
Plus, man.
I
Go
don't
watch
believe you're
that.
Sorry.
Ah.
I'm no help.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
Bad
That's like-
taste in my mouth.
That's like me watching
Ugh.
what was it? Something in the Tramp. Oh my gosh. Lady in the
Lady.
Tramp and only seeing the second one.
Oh, Scamp's Revenge, or what is it called? Scamp's Adventure. That's it.
It's
Scamp's
so bad.
Adventure. Down in
Scamp's-
the junkyard. Straight to
Scamp's
the
spoot.
junkyard.
The Junkyard song.
Yeah. Jeez, it's so bad.
Oh my gosh.
It's so bad. Where you can wet where you wanna wet. It's so bad.
Sing in the junkyard again to it.
No, because I
Straight
hate
to
that.
the
They had the
junkyard.
no stop. Ugh. Because they have Chaz Palminteri, famous Italian American who plays a lot of gangsters in movies,
In the junkyard.
Well,
So in his dialogue, it's like this great Italian American. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Scamp? Are you gonna come with us? And then all of a sudden he got this in the junkyard.
Society red.
Oh gosh! Oh, get the heck out of
Living
here!
the
man.
cushy pillow life.
Oh, I can't stop smiling. That's so funny. Oh, and they have Patrick's voice. Patrick from SpongeBob, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dogs too.
Can we please move on?
Okay,
Please
pick your last
move
one
on.
because we gotta get out of here.
Jeez Louise. All right, so this is a tough one. I see there are plenty of musicals you could choose from. I'm gonna call it like the golden age of musicals, where you have like My Fair Lady,
That's one of my top ones. I love that one.
Yeah, My Fair Lady, Singing in the Rain.
I haven't
seen
it.
Oh, shut up.
Stop it!
I saw Singing in the Rain.
So I'm torn between something modern and something from back then.
Encanto?
No.
No, it hasn't
No,
stood the
so
test of time yet.
I think my I'm gonna save my runner up for a minute. I'm gonna say The King and I. When
Whoa.
when I first saw The King and I, first of all, that is you want to talk about a long butt movie.
That is long.
butt movie.
It doesn't even have an intermission built into it.
It does. That's
Yeah.
how stupid long it is, but it's awesome. I love it. It's about a teacher and her son that go to Siam, the kingdom of Siam, and they are going to teach the king. They're going to teach him English and the ways of the West. He wants to be integrated into the ways of the West and bring Western society to Siam. But he's also very stubborn and doesn't, it's a movie set way back in the day, I think like the 1800s. And so he's all like, well, you are a woman. I'm not going to listen to a woman. And she says, well, I happen to know a lot of things. And if you want to become more Western and, have knowledge, if you wish to have knowledge, then you need to listen and, be educated. And so slowly he starts to adapt. And there are also these side stories. There's a side romance between these two individuals. And I don't know. There's just a lot going on. The music is great. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. And then you also have this just great culture. But you also have like this race thing where the teacher, I forgot her name because I'm dumb. Her real name is
Anna?
Yeah, I think it's, Miss Anna. She is trying to also end like this racial divide. So she reads him, or they put on a play of Uncle Tom's Cabin, and they put it on for, like, they have this massive party for different countries, and they put on this play, and even just the play is very beautiful, like the way they do it. Run, Eliza, run. Run, Eliza, run. And then something, I'm not going to give away the ending. I think you guys should watch it. It actually infuriated me. I was furious.
Uh-oh.
Like, that's the ending? Are you serious? No way. No way did it just end like that. That is ridiculous. And I was angry. So to know why I was angry, go watch The King and I. You'll need a couple hours to sit through this one.
It's a
Well,
long
watch
one.
the one with Yul Brenner. It's the 1956
Exactly.
version. Yes.
And Yul Brenner did a great job in that. It was just awesome.
He's a bald guy. So.
All right, so now we have to agree on number 10, correct?
Okay. So throw out a few and let's see if we can come to a consensus on the 10th one.
You guys are.
Is
gonna
anybody
hate
writing
me.
these, by the way?
Yes, I have them written down.
Okay, good. All right. Why don't you read ahead? Go ahead and read ahead the top 9, and then we'll.
All right. At number 1, we have Les Mis, Wizard of Oz, Moulin Rouge, Hamilton, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Blues Brothers, Sound of Music, Jungle Book, and The King and I.
Dude, that's actually a dang good list.
It's
of
really
musicals.
nice.
It's actually solid.
And I want to ruin it by adding Enchanted.
No.
Enchanted only has
No
like
way.
2 songs, dude. No, that's not
No
even.
way.
Get the heck
And I
out
don't
of
even
here,
like
bro.
the message of that movie. I think I need to
Okay.
rewatch it because I don't.
Okay,
like the message.
here's a few that I thought I would throw in there. Chicago, with Catherine Zeta-Jones, Renee Zellweger,
I never saw
Richard
it.
Gere. That was one I would throw in there. Yankee Doodle Dandy with Jimmy
I didn't see
Cagney.
that.
Didn't see that one.
Never seen it.
I guess Beauty and the Beast, the animated 1991 version.
I thought about that one.
You can throw that. Lion King. That's come on.
So
That's a
so
good one.
far, this entire list has been live action, if you can believe it.
No, Jungle Book
Oh, Jungle
was
Book,
the animated
okay.
one.
Yep,
I
you're
threw
right,
that
never
was the
mind.
animated one. Unless you have some other
She didn't
ones,
see
you guys.
it. So on my list,
I saw them all. I
have,
see everything.
on my list, I have A Song Is Born, not to be confused with A Star Is Born. A Song Is Born is a 1948 film that was about a professor teaching jazz, and it's full of all of these like amazing jazz musicians at the time. Benny Goodman, Louis Armstrong, Lionel Hampton, a lot of cool musicians just in one room. I loved it.
Brian and I's face said it all. Nah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dream Girls with Jennifer Lawrence, Beyonce, and that other person that no one else cares about.
Dude, that's not Jennifer Lawrence.
Sorry, Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson.
Like,
An
the white
Oscar
girl in this
winner,
movie?
Jennifer Hudson.
What the heck, man?
Pardon me. Sweeney Todd. I love Sweeney Todd.
Ooh, yeah.
And I really liked these last two. I don't think I would put them on this list, but I like these two for different reasons. I like Rocket Man and Hairspray.
How about Phantom of the Opera?
I thought about Phantom.
Phantom was a good one. I do like that one.
Because I can agree on that one.
You're talking the one with Gerard Butler
Yeah.
and Emmy Rossum?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's either that or Lion King for me.
Read the list of suggested ones again.
On mine, I have Enchanted and Anastasia.
Ooh, Anastasia.
Nah, that's nah. It's.
Brian, what did you say?
I said some stuff. I said what is Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I thought about Mary Poppins.
He
also.
said Yankee
I
Doodle
did like
Dandy.
My Fair Lady. Nobody saw Yankee Doodle Dandy, so I won't even throw that. Beauty and the Beast.
No.
Lion
I'd
King.
throw my hat in for Beauty and the Beast.
I don't
you can't
like
have the
Beauty
Lion
and the
King without
Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
You don't like Beauty and the Beast?
I don't.
Why?
It's because she has this in the Jungle Book. I'm gonna rag on you about that for a long time. You don't know what good is.
I'm either going for Phantom.
Then there was Grease, but I'm not a big fan
I
of
hate
Grease
Grease.
though,
Grease
either.
is trash.
Okay, fine.
If you like Grease, you're wrong.
I mean, I like it. I'm just not gonna
You're
put it on
wrong.
this list.
You're wrong.
all right, Beauty and the Beast, and what was the other one that were
Lion
Phantom of the
King
Opera?
or Phantom of the Opera?
or Lion King? Those are the three I think right now. Which one do you want to go? I'll do Phantom of the Opera. I'll go
do
with
Phantom.
it. I'll do Phantom. It's
I'll go with
it's
Phantom.
yeah.
It's extremely famous, just for that. And I.
It is.
There's
It's a
there's
very
nothing like
obvious
it.
choice. It's a very obvious
there's-
choice, but I like
There's nothing
it.
like it, really. There isn't.
Yes.
I love Emmy Rossum's great. Gerard Butler's a good Phantom.
Her
Patrick,
voice.
whatever what's his name is, white guy. I forget his name, but he
I
was a
hated
good
him.
hero.
Her
No, he
voice
wasn't.
was so beautiful. It's Christine, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Christine. Christine.
So beautiful.
Yeah. So all
And he
right.
was
So the
spooky.
top 10. Go for
All
it.
right, top 10, starting at number 10. Phantom of the Opera, The King and I, Jungle Book, Sound of Music, Blues Brothers, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Hamilton, Moulin Rouge, Wizard of Oz, Les Mis.
Heck
we agree to
of,
this list?
Yes. Absolutely. That's a great musicals list.
I
I'm
think
Hey,
so.
I
proud of
didn't.
you
I
guys.
didn't ruin it this time. I didn't ruin.
Me
the top
neither.
10 list.
Like
Oh,
Angry
gosh.
Beavers.
If you had been
Brian's
like-
still traumatized.
If you had been like, because Rugrats, the movie is technically a musical. If you had said something like that, I would have been like, get the heck out of here. What the heck are you
Wait.
doing?
Wait, listen. Baby, please rest your head.
Oh my gosh.
Now it is time for bed.
Or technically, too, South Park the movie, Bigger, Longer, Uncut, is a musical too. So you could have thrown that in there, and that would have ruined everything.
Kyle's mom is the biggest witch in the whole wide world.
Oh my gosh. I would have ruined it by putting Encanto or Anastasia on there. Or Enchanted, most likely.
Yeah, good on you, boy.
I didn't
And with that,
I didn't have much to go on this time because I don't really watch musicals or like them. So I was like, I gotta pick the best ones. All right. And with that, that concludes this week's episode of Bump That, episode 53. Next week, we are doing a game. Who said it? Katie will be the host, and Brian and I will be her chickens.
What?
Yeah. We're going to be your chickens. Guessing
Gobble, gobble,
on
gobble,
who
gobble,
said
gobble.
it for Cartoon Network phrases, all right? So be there for next week's episode. If you guys liked this week's episode, give us a like, maybe subscribe. That would be great. Leave a comment down below. Do you agree with our list? Did you disagree? What would you change, add to it, take away, keep, whatever? All right, just leave a comment down below. We'd love to read it. And that's about it. We've got Brian in this corner.
Look for the bare necessities, those simple bare necessities.
We've got KT in this corner.
Do not burn the candle at both ends as it leads to life as a hairdresser.
And I'm Ileana, your host, signing off on Bump That. We will see you guys in next week's episode. Bye-bye.
Alha.